Welcome to episode 17 of Everything Under the Sun with your host Pooja. You never really think about age when you're younger. Not until you hit the magic number 30. Then you start counting if you achieve the milestones that society has set for all of us, isn't it? Are you at least in a middle management role at your job? Are you in a stable marriage? Do you have at least one child? Do you have savings and stock options? Do you have fixed deposits and the right mutual funds? Have you booked your home or bought your first home? Do you have a car? And the list goes on and on. Let me share something with you today. When I hit 30, I had none of the above. I still don't have most of these things, except I managed to get a promotion to middle management. Haha. It can get scary to measure yourself with all these parameters and realize you haven't even started on any of these, or worst, you failed at some of them really miserably. The glass, which is usually half full, starts looking pretty empty. Trust me, that is not a good place to be in. You start hating or rather dreading social media as you scroll through and like photos of your peers who have achieved all of the above, and honestly, you look at the few people and you're like, how the hell did this person even reach here? In school or college, these people would have been shy or quiet, or no one would have thought they would amount to anything. Or worst, they would have been the group that were mean, rude, stupid, and plain, having no potential at all. And yet, here they are showing off their fancy job and cars. I don't want to pretend that I'm above all these petty feelings or pangs of jealousy. As a normal human being, I'm afflicted occasionally with these emotions. I have, however, learned to observe them and try not to indulge in them that much. Even before the quarantine, several factors had led me to limit my social activities. I had started working from home more often and spent time trying to be productive with other things like reading books. This year has removed all of the remaining social interactions that were possible, and a weird feeling started creeping up inside. I started feeling old, like I had lived my life and was ready to retire. It may be the virtual fatigue or, the constant online work, the online connection, I don't know what, or just the lack of socializing with anybody. And just this feeling was like refusing to agree with myself on my age, Somewhere I started thinking, what is the point of anything anymore? It's not depressive thinking. It was more like, let me accept the present. By society standards, I haven't really achieved any stability, and I'm already in late 30s. And the mind started playing out the story of maybe this is it. I just need to continue to maintain life as it is and not really aspire, because it would be too little too late, And then the US elections happened. And the current president-elect, Joe Biden, turns out he's 78 years old. Wow, isn't that amazing? He's starting the height of his career, the pinnacle of his career at 78. A few days back, I literally had someone tell me that, hey, you are young. You still have a lot of time ahead of you. To kind of think, maybe that's true. No matter how idealistic we think we are, we inevitably compare our life path with others. It is hardwired, I guess, due to primal survival instincts. If you have certain things at certain age group, that is security and safety, I guess. So like everyone else, I too take a trip down the slide once a while. Then I think, everything is made up around us, isn't it? Society itself has been created as generations of humans added layer by layer their notions of time and age. Maybe a couple of 100 years ago, the average lifespan was 50 or less due to harsh living conditions. And hence, there was a rush to procreate and gather belongings and build a safety net. It is amazing that society still holds that age barometer true. When people do live longer lives on an average and do achieve their moment of success much later in life. We all are fascinated by the child prodigies, the geniuses that get PhDs at 15 years of age. We all want super intelligent and evolved kids who would be all overachievers. So much so that we have idiotic new companies coming up with ideas like, hey, let's teach kids how to code. I mean, for God's sake, why? Is the purpose of life just to reach these milestones at the perfect age and then die? Even though intellectually we all understand that life has a bigger meaning, we all fall into this trap invariably. I did my master's in biotechnology, and we were taught that having kids over the age of 30 definitely would lead to higher chances of kids with genetic disorders, for women especially. I totally bought into that idea. So much so that as I was approaching 30 and had no stable relationship, it felt like time was slipping away and that my chances of having a kid were gone. It took a lot of introspection, reading up, listening to other women to realize this fear was fueled by society. I am not still in a relationship, but I no longer have the fear of losing out on motherhood either. On that front at least, I am at peace because I no longer feel to have lost something. I'm not sure I'm able to articulate it well. I hope you get the gist of it. The idea is to introspect and see where are we letting society's pressures dictate our life, dictate our milestones. Are we letting society's milestones push us into depression, push us into thinking we are not good enough? Is motherhood the only parameter for a successful life as a woman? A lot of these questions come up. I now believe it is not even about moving the milestones, like, 40 is the new 30 or anything that they're calling nowadays. It is about removing the milestones altogether. You can have milestones if you want to, but they are not meant to be generic. They need to be highly personal. We as a society, I hope, can evolve into a more fluid state. It may take many generations, but maybe we will get there. A society without age limits, without set expectations or parameters, only then will we truly be free. I know for a fact the negative self-talk and doubt in many people due to this age limit crap. I give myself permission today to throw out all milestones in my life. I promise myself I will try and keep them out. Success in career, relationships, marriage, kids, fixed deposits, houses, cars, none of this will define my worth or make me question my existence or life quality. I am here for a reason and I may never know it, but observing life and putting down flags of achievement that make sense to me is what I should be doing. To all of you listening out there, if you are having a bad day due to these milestones, if you are looking back at life and thinking, has it been a waste of time? I understand what you feel. Let those feelings flow. Wallow in that sorrow for a while. Don't brush it off. Listen to this episode a day or two later. Write down things you have done so far that you are proud of, no matter the worth or value society may add to it. And if you haven't achieved a thing, don't fret. Time is an illusion, and so is age. Work towards what you truly feel is an achievement. It may be as simple as learning to swim or, complex like writing a book. Or it may be a huge vision of, owning buildings. Or simply having enough time to spend with your family or your pet dog. Small or big, it needs to be your personal milestone. Without age attached to it. That is what is important. Work towards it. Set goals and do all that you can to reach it, but keep it fluid because life happens. You lose people, you may have health issues, there may be financial crisis that you need to deal with first, and things might be put on a back burner, which is absolutely fine. So don't attach an age to it. Your worth is not by achieving what society has set for you. Your worth can just be by existing, isn't it? That is enough. Now, don't become a couch potato and say that I won't do anything because Pooja said so. Never leave your karma or work. And by karma, I mean your activities or your role in life. Keep doing something, helping others, talking to a friend who may need someone to listen, keeping a water bath out for the birds, feeding stray dogs, saying hello to your neighbor. It can be as simple as that and as complicated as, being a mother. Keep doing your karma, but let life unravel as, when, and how it wants to. Trusting in something higher and not trying to find meaning in everything, that is the crux of it. Nowadays, I get inspiration from my little bird, Coco. He's a 7-month-old cockatiel. He's extremely naughty now and he loves sitting on my shoulder. And if I don't pay attention to him, for a while he starts nipping at my ear. I've been trying to discipline him. So whenever he nips or bites my ear, I say no loudly and I place him on the table or anywhere away from me. For exactly 2 to 3 seconds, he looks at me with anger. And then he does understand no, by the way. But immediately after, he goes back into his good mood, doing what he was, chewing whatever he finds. And in 10 seconds, he flies back again onto my shoulder. And he doesn't take anything personally and literally lives in the moment. Our human minds are a blessing and a curse, I feel, at the same time. We can come up with complex thoughts, innovate, and heck, we have even reached the moon. But the same power, as a curse, stops us from truly living. Take a deep breath right now and release it slowly and remove all thoughts and just be. Breathing in and out. In and out. Silence that mind with a smile on your face. Know that it's okay. Everything is all right. Everything is as it should be. You are perfect the way you are. Your life is going perfect the way it is. There is no hurry. There is no rush to achieve anything. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Listen to the Rampage videos by Abraham Esther Hicks on YouTube. They really help me to center myself and ground myself. Take care, you gorgeous souls. Sending you loads of love. Until next time, goodbye from your host Pooja.